Hello everybody, welcome to another segment of Help I Am Hungry, and today I am going to be showing you how to cook a one-pot jambalaya. So this is kind of my own recipe slash a recipe I found somewhere. I don't really remember where I found this recipe, but we're going to do it anyway. So as I'm cooking for the family, it's a Sunday night and this is what we are having for dinner. So first and foremost, let me show you the ingredients of what we're making. We've got some peppers, mixed peppers. I just use a pack of 3, kind of largely diced, well, not really diced, into a bowl right here. We've got some prawns, and I also have some king prawns in the freezer still. I'm going to add to that some pre-diced chicken that's been seasoned and kept in the fridge for about a couple of hours. We're just going to have chicken on the side, so that's there. Some Polish sausages and chorizo in that bowl, ready chopped, and some onions. And as you can see, I also have my seasonings ready to go. So it's all going in there, and we have some oil as well. So first thing, while we're cooking, I'm just going to put my chicken in the oven so that it's kind of cooking while the rice jambalaya is cooking. And also I forgot to mention rice as the other ingredient we need for this. So first thing, heat up our oil in the pan. It takes a while I should have actually preheated this pan before I did that, but anyway, you can watch as it goes. Heat up our oil, medium heat in the pan. I don't really measure when I cook, but I'll say about maybe 2 tablespoons. That should do. If you think you need more, go for it, but I'll go with 2. Make sure your onions, they're not diced and they're not sliced, they're kind of like quartered, or eighth will I say, and I separate them as well, and that will be the next thing that goes in. That goes in for about 5 minutes. So after the onions have just like been on there for just a few minutes, I'm gonna add our pre-diced, pre-seasoned chicken. So I think I just seasoned this with like some generic chicken seasoning with some salt and pepper, and we'll put that in to cook, whatever you want to call it. Chicken is somewhat like half cooked, which is okay because it will still keep cooking anyway as we go along. I'm going to add in the rest of the meaty stuff. I do like snacking on these. Like these will just be in here for about let me just say 5 minutes for all of them to cook together. Again, as you might have guessed, my cooking doesn't really have specified times or measurements. It's just, if it tastes good, it tastes good. All I'm going to do is add my kind of tomato sauce, is that what you call it? I don't know what it is. but I add this in. I'm going to use 2 packages because, well, jambalaya is kind of like an alternate to jollof rice. I don't know which, maybe Spanish? No, Spanish alternative is papaya. What's it called? I can't remember the name, but you know what I mean. So jambalaya is like the Creole, is that what you call that? Like New Orleans version of jollof rice, basically. So, and if you don't know what jollof rice is, go Google it, and you are missing out. So I'm gonna add 2 of these. I tend to eventually like somewhat rinse out the box to get any kind of stragglers in there. I'll do that in a bit. Now I'm gonna add also tomato puree. I normally don't like measure these, but I would say it should give you about 2 regular, maybe 2 or 3, depends on how red you want your jambalaya to come out. I kind of want it pretty red. I made this once and it wasn't that red, and it kind of did not look that appealing to me. So the redder the better. So let's go. Ooh, these are so difficult to squeeze, and I'm not one who squeezes from the middle, so yeah, about 3. So I put 3 in that. And then this is basically this part of this where you add in everything basically that you have. And also at this point I will add my stock, which I've dissolved in water. So this is going to be about 1 liter of water in stock, which is basically this whole measuring cup. Just gonna quickly whisk that together. I've used one stock jelly thing. I don't really know what you call them. I've only used one of it, so let's see how that turns out. I'm just gonna add this 1 cup in here. It might even be a lot now I'm looking at it, but let's do half for now actually. Once that's in, I'm gonna measure my rice into it. So the rice is washed as well, to kind of help dispatch, I guess that's what it does. So I'm just gonna add my rice into it. I'm doing it this way because there's still some water in there and I kind of don't want excess water in my rice, otherwise it starts getting too soggy and it's not the same basically. So now this might be a lot of food, but that's okay because that's why we have leftovers, and we can eat this again tomorrow for lunch, which is good and perfect. And I kind of realized I don't really know how to cook for 1 person, so minimum I will cook for 2 or maybe 3, because then that's 3 different meals. But I'm glad that this is now for the family, so that way everybody gets something. Just so I can get the rest of the rice, I'm just drain this. Okay, so the rice is in. I'm now going to, before I stir it all together, add all my seasonings. So ideally, it would be nice to have Cajun seasoning. I know you can get these in stores, but when I was preparing for this, I just noticed that we didn't have any. But I'm going to start with some bay leaf in there. Maybe, these are kind of small, so maybe 3-4 leaves. I'm going to put in some ginger. Again, I don't really measure, so I'm just gonna eye gauge this one. But you find out that the seasoning you put in is not, oh, that's a massive lump, is when you taste it later on and you think you need more seasoning, feel free to go for it. And then we have some black pepper, just a bit. We also got some garlic, as always. I didn't put garlic in my with the onions earlier, so it's going in on this one. Also, like this, you can also find, like, if you want to get that Cajun taste and you don't have Cajun seasoning, you can also Google and just find out what you can use to give you that flavor. Turns out I don't have a lot of those ingredients, so normally I would also want to have some cumin in this. I kind of want this to be spicy, that's why I'm adding extra chili peppers. And I know paprika is one of those, so I'm adding paprika as well, and this also adds to the redness of your jambalaya. So going in on that one. And I'm not really adding any kind of chicken seasoning as of yet, just because we have some stock, and even though I have like the stock water here, it could even serve as extra seasoning later. So the rice is nearly cooked, so now I'm going to add the prawns and my peppers in so they can cook a little bit, and maybe a little bit more of our stock water, and we'll see. I guess the question is, will it fit? There's no need, I don't think, to add any more liquid into that. As you can see, it all fit. Ooh, that looks pretty though. So I'm just going to leave it again to cook for a bit. And I know it seems like I'm stirring it a lot, but I'm just trying to make sure like everything reaches everywhere. Ooh. Ooh. Yo, that's so bubbly. Yeah, now I'm glad I didn't actually add any more water, because that's a lot of liquid. Just gotta now make sure like everything at the bottom comes to the top-ish. After stirring, I'll just check again that the rice is soft, but pretty much this is actually looking somewhat ready for consumption. And I kind of still want the peppers to stay crunchy, hence I do think it's ready. The rice looks cooked. Just gonna check it. Yep. Wow. You know what? This might be the best jambalaya I ever cooked. I'm gonna check the king prawns, just because they were quite cold, even though they were already cooked. So I needed to get warm to the core. That's cooked. That's warm. Guys, that is it. Jambalaya is ready. Chicken's all set, rice is cooked, and it's ready to go on them plates. All right, y'all, this is it all served. Some salad, some rice, and some chicken. And that's it today for Help I'm Hungry. And hopefully you guys are able to make this at home. Obviously I was cooking for 5 people. I'm just saying, that looks so good. That looks real crib. I'm so proud of myself. Till next time on Help I'm Hungry, enjoy your dinners or lunch or breakfast, whatever time you're watching this. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.